bountiful amounts of plums. A bit of a good oiling, if you know what I mean. Captains of Kush. I love you, really. Another glorious day for squeezing things. What day are we on? I can't even remember at this point. Quick check. Day 4. Day 4. 23rd of August. Friday, to be specific, of 2024. If you're watching this in the future, which there's no doubt at all you will be, because this isn't live, then hello to you. Welcome to the past. Had a really great session yesterday, more of a recovery-based session. If you've not seen that video, I'm trying to increase my YouTube skills, and I'll try and start putting things onto the screen so you can click it. I don't have no idea where it's going to be, so I can't even pretend like I know. But I will link yesterday's video so you can see that. Is this another please don't put me in the video moment? Yes, okay. I do have a wife, I promise. I'm not just like adding an AI thing over the top, like I'm talking to myself. Just some strange guy who lives alone with AI characters. Today's session, we're moving back to the big boys. So it's not just going to be light and passive and just to get blood flowing. I'm ready to squeeze down on something really hard. Really enjoyed the bit of arms that I did yesterday. Got a fucking pretty sweet pump. I think the only thing extra that I'm going to do today, if I do any like other bits of working out, I'm not going to record that. I'll just make this all about grippy stuff today. But obviously going to be using all the Captains of Crush gear, the IM tugs, the expand handbands. And again, anything that I do in this workout, I keep the Google Doc updated in the description so you can follow along. Or if you're just curious of exactly what I'm doing, you can just go and read that. But today, I'm going to use this bad boy. Iron Mind call this twist your wrist. I don't know if the accent's necessary, but basically you hold it like this on either side and you clip a little bit of weight to the bottom and you move it down and then back up and then down and back up. It's really fucking complicated. One thing that is going on in the lovely East Yorkshire today is it's extremely windy. Elaine's had to, my pretend wife. You're not pretend? Okay, she will be on the video sometime. But yeah, you've had to move a few of the plants around, haven't you? And rescue them. How, spin around. Spin around, little gimbal. I like that it does that. How fast is the wind today? 50 something miles per hour gusts? 58 miles per hour. It's not quite fast enough to go back to the future, but it's fast enough to blow over plants. All right, let's get you set up. Let's get warmed up. Let's squeeze some things. As per, we're just gonna warm the wrists, the fingers up, and get ready for this session. So one thing I have done this time is I've actually reduced my reps. I'm curious if I'm actually slightly overcooking, some of the warm-up reps on some of the easier bands, the IM tugs, and the actual grippers themselves. So I've reduced the volume ever so slightly, just to see if my hands still feel thoroughly warmed up, healthy, good to go, all that sort of stuff. I'm still going to go through just some of these stretches and mobilization bits, because again, I feel like these are really going to help with the longevity inside of this 30-day challenge that I'm doing. Yeah, so change the reps, lowered the reps on the warm-up stuff a little bit. And also, I think it was day 1, I tried to do like 3 sets of X amount of reps on the Captains of Crush number 2. And I think I mentioned either during doing those sets or the day after, it probably would have been a better idea to just do sets of singles. So that's what I'm going to be doing today on the number 2. Again, just so I'm getting some work in on some of the heavier grippers, but not taking myself to absolute failure. And like I say, a bit of accessory work just on that twist your wrist bit of apparatus that you might have seen this sort of thing before. It's quite similar to holding the bar and twisting and moving the weight up and down this way, but instead, I don't know whether I don't know what pronations and all this sort of stuff, but your hands are this way around rather than this way around. So again, it just feels a lot more intense through the wrists and the fingers because you're grabbing on in a different way. All right, let's move on to the bands. I think I've got myself down for, let me open up the Documento. What are we, 23rd today? Yeah, 15 reps. So I've moved this from 20 reps down to 15. I'm just going to crank these out. Good. And then I'm on to a guide. I've removed some of the reverse as well. So on the top two Captains of Crush today, so the number 1 and the number 2, I'm not doing any reverse handle gripping. I'm on the guide for this next set. So 12 standard, 12 reverse. Easy peasy. I am tug number 1. We're doing this for 12 in standard, 12 in pinch. Cool. Easy peasy, easy peasy. Onto the green band. Green band is, again, I've taken this from 15 reps just down to 12. There we go. Nice and slow, nice and controlled. Just before I move on to the Captains of Cush. Captains of Cush. Captains of Cush. And we're just going to do a little bit more stretching. Yeah, that was what I was going to mention before. Someone, I don't know the person's name because obviously it's, you know, some people don't put their real names right on their YouTube handles, but just said you should probably take some measurements to see if there's a difference at the end. So I'm definitely going to make sure that I get some measurements today. I should have done that yesterday, but I just didn't have time. So yeah, I'm going to take some obscure measurements of things. Even like, I'll see if I can find a way to like measure, you know, my hand thickness, or I'll take some before pictures, you know, something like that. Do a forearm measurement, wrist measurement, all those types of things. We'll see if there's any difference. I feel like there will be. Just from these first few days, I can already feel like my hands have just got that little bit more blood inside of them. I'm not claiming necessarily, you know, muscular or ligament size, you know, increases over a few days. But I can definitely feel that my hands have been doing more work than what they're used to. And my guess would be, you know, keep this up and, you know, don't pick up anything negative like an injury over the 30 days. And we'll definitely see some increase in size, strength, endurance in everything that I'm training on. All right, so we've done the green. We're on to Captains of Crush Trainer. So I'm just going to pop a bit of chalk on now as well. Liquid, as you would expect. The other little thing, I mentioned this in one of the other videos, I'm trying to make sure I'm keeping the videos as short and concise as they need to be, but also not clipping out too much information or too much of the workout. So then it's not got any of the stuff in that perhaps you've come to watch. So some feedback would be really cool. If you feel so inclined, you can let me know. What is it that you're finding interesting about the videos so far? Is it me waffling on a little bit? Is it actually how I'm just managing the day-to-day, with the workouts? Is it my sense of humor? Is it my particularly pretty forearms? Whatever it is, you just need to let me know, and then I'll know to leave a little bit more of that in or cut out the stuff that you maybe troll me about. All right, Captain's Crush trainer. Trainer. We're doing this for one set of 10 standard and reverse. Should be nice and easy. Good. Opposite hand. The numb hand. I love you, really. And then 10 reverse. No more reverse after these ones. Yeah, that's a sensible move. Good. Yeah, that was a nice set. I enjoyed that. That was good. That was a good step up of reps, tension, and still doing the reverse. And now just with these first few days, psychologically and physically under my belt, I can feel that no more reverse stuff would be needed in this workout to get gain and forward momentum. So that's good. Happy with that. I am tug number 2 for 8 reps in both the standard and the pinch. Been really conscious to keep that middle finger away. I don't mind doing the tuck thing that I mentioned, a couple of days ago, but I'd love to just be able to train the finger to stay there. I think it's a bit of a mental game, so 8, yeah. Nice. Hands feel strong today, or stronger. Definitely feel. I think what's helped is maybe just taking a few reps of everything, through the warm-ups. So I'm not, going anywhere near fatigue, but I am genuinely warming everything up in the right way. This feels good. I feel this is a good way to, make progress for me personally. So I'm onto the yellow band next, just for one set of 10. Just trying to be aware of any pain or anything that's going on, or any tightness. Just felt something then, just in my forearm. I don't think it's anything. I think I am just going to have, some tightness just from the extra volume and the much, shorter rest periods I'm having. Obviously, there's no rest technically between these, training sessions. I'm just going back to back, for 30 days. All right, yellow band, 10 reps. I'm going to start taking, a little bit longer in between, some of these next sets on this stuff, because I'm on to a Captain's of Crush number 1 after this for 10 reps. So 10, yeah, 10. There we go. Nice, easy 10. I like that. I'm just going to grab the number 1, so it's ready to go. And then the number 2 as well, just so they're on the desk. Because these are the last. Oh no, there's an I am tug 3 as well that I've got to do. Balls. Forgot about you, you cheeky little monkey. I am tug number 3 for 2 sets. Yeah, one thing I've not talked about at all, but I realised I've referenced it a few times, is I've kept saying clients and our business. I mean, this might not interest you at all. Or you might be thinking, actually, what do these guys do? So my wife and I, for about 10 years now, have looked after other businesses, coaches, consultants, agencies, and we're a small on purpose kind of business. We don't sell courses. We don't have like a huge community or anything, and we only work with about 20 to 25, people, individuals and businesses at any one time. And we basically help with their sales, their marketing, their lead generation, their personal development. We help everybody one-to-one. So it's not like, like say, people don't buy a course from us and then they just, become a number lost in the system. We started off by looking after personal trainers and fitness coaches because that's what we did. That was one of our main businesses. And then it sort of evolved over time because, we realised that a lot of the problems and struggles and challenges that they had, a lot of other different types of coaches, we've looked after hypnotherapists, like behaviour change coaches, business coaches, all sorts of people. So that's when I'm referencing. I don't want to go into the nitty gritty and bore the socks off you, but that's what we do basically. We've been doing it for quite a long time. We run masterminds, with the people that we look after. So twice a year, we bring everybody in, and sometimes they travel from overseas, from different parts of the world, and we rent a barn. It's a beautiful, beautiful place, just down the road from us. It's about half an hour away, 40 minutes. And for 3 or 4 nights, go away, fly. I know I smell good. It's addicted to Hugo Boss, this fly. For about 3 or 4 nights, everybody stays over and we stay with the team. That's what we call them Team Rich. And Elaine and I, coach these people. We take them to do activities. We whiteboard all of their business, all of their personal development out. And we do a 3 to 4 day intensive, basically 2 times a year with everybody that we look after, as well as all the contact that we do in between. So yeah, we have a lot of fun. We deeply love and appreciate all the people that we look after. So if you were to look for me and, Elaine and I on other social media platforms, you'd sort of pick up pretty quickly, that's what we do. So this grip stuff, in all honesty, is like, it's a hobby of mine. And it's something that I've wanted to record and document, for quite a while, to be honest, because I've had the grip dungeon, which I'll do a video on at some point. And one of the realizations, over the last sort of 6 to 12 months is that I've wanted to talk more about, what we do as people and some of our hobbies and our personal interests rather than always talking about business. I thought this would be a really cool inroad. Anyway, I think that's enough rest. So let's move on to, so I've done the yellow, so I'm on to the Captains of Crush number 1. Just 10 reps in the standard grip. Little cheeky hold, done. Nice. Yeah, so maybe when you're looking around, the setting inside of this room, so that's Leo the lion, and then where the camera is now is on my desk. So I've got a screen, I've got the lights, I've got my sort of microphone and stuff that's set up basically to, speak to our clients, take care of them, and all that sort of stuff. And this is the background that they see, during the Zoom calls, etc. So that's that. I've got an IM tug, 2 sets of 6 standard and pinch on the number 3. I'm just going to take a little bit more rest because that felt really good. That number 1 set did feel really good. But now, just all these little tweaks, through the days as they're passing, are just making me just think a little bit closer and smarter around, the training in this particular, scenario. If, for example, I knew I could take a week, off, the grippers and just rest and do other things, I'd probably jump straight into this set and I'd be trying to push the boundaries, within the next grippers. But I can't, the challenge isn't about that. So the feel of this then. So 6, standard 6 pinch. Let's see if we can get rid of this pesky middle finger trying to give its buddies a little spot as well. Okay, it's not as hard as I thought it was going to be, in all fairness. That's actually much easier than I'd anticipated. Let's get rid of the middle finger. Like that, look. Just tuck it behind. Slight adjustment, it's in the wrong position. That's good. That's good. That's a good amount of reps that I've programmed there. Yeah, didn't need to be crazy. The IM tug, oh, sorry, I need to do my pinch. Fucking chatting too much. This is another challenge, if you've not done, videos of where you're doing something and you're wanting to explain and talk at the same time. My brain is just like, nah, that ain't happening, big boy. Hence why there's maybe I'm going to probably cut out quite a bit of the silence and the tip-tapping of the reps on these metal things. Yeah, 6 is good today. That's good. Adjust that, readjust. Might oil my grippers as well, to be fair. So I've got another set on the IM tug, and then I've got 4 singles programmed on the number 2. 4 sets of singles. What was I saying? Yeah, I might need to oil. So if you own these grippers, if you're new to these, the Captains of Crush, they've got like care guidelines, maintenance advice. But yeah, you can use a bit of light oil, which you can like grab on Amazon, or I don't know, depends where you are in the world. Here in the UK, you'd probably just pop down to B&Q. You can get a little pot. It's got like a little nozzle on it. You can just sort of use a bit of a paper towel to rub it on. Squeeze the grippers a few times to make sure the oil goes in the right places. It just keeps them in really good nick. And I think I'm at the point of where I just need to, give my set a bit of a good oiling, if you know what I mean. And in fact, while I'm in between these sets, I'm going to take a knee and chat to you again. So some of the other videos that I'm wanting to, put onto the channel can be about business. So the other thing, and I was talking to, one of our clients yesterday, just trying to give them, personal insight, because everything that we learn, everything that we experience and go through as individuals and as a couple, we share back, with clients, whether it's useful or whether it's not, whether it's stuff they already know. They're smart enough and wise enough to know what to pick up and use and what just to listen to and let go of. And I was sharing yesterday that I'm kind of bored of doing trainings and videos on the business side, how we have done for a lot of years, and how we've observed, the coaching industry as well, which is basically where, if there was a particular topic, say it was like a sales training, you would talk about what it is, why it's important, and then you would miss out a lot of the how, like how to actually do that thing. And you would almost like skim over the surface and leave out details. So then that would leave people in a position of where they would need to come and inquire and ask more questions. And then you get to position yourself as being, the solution to their problem. And trust me, I get it. I understand. We've operated like this for a long time, but I'll be honest, having done it for so long and, now been a bit older, been a bit wiser, how do I like to purchase things? I always think about, do I want to know that everywhere that I go looking for a solution for my business, the how part, that I really, that's the part that I really need. That's always going to be missing. How would I feel about that? So one of the other things I want to do on this channel is basically talk about business. And if there are things that I'm teaching the clients, I almost want to come and replicate it here and give the nitty-gritty details, because I'm kind of sick of holding back on all the experience and knowledge that Elaine and I have accrued over the years of doing this, and instead just give it away. We've been encouraged so many times to either start a membership, create a low ticket product, and I don't want to do that, if I'm completely honest. I don't want to have to manage a membership and be thinking about what's all the new stuff that, the members need every month, and are they satisfied, and look at, retention rates and churn rates. It absolutely bores the fucking socks off me, just to be frank. So I'd rather just give it away, and if people feel like there's value in coming to work with us in the one-to-one setting, that is the only thing that we want to charge for. Just thought I'd share that insight with you. Okay, let's do one set on the Captains of Crush number 2. It's just a single we're doing. Oh, that's nice. Can definitely feel that extra tension in this gripper today. Nice. Right hand again, feeling sturdy as ever. Again, let's give it a minute or two, and I'll do the last set on the IM tug, and then I'll save the rest of my hand energy and strength for the Captains of Crush number 2. So again, yes, yeah, to sort of summarise, this is the 3rd time of me taking a knee. I'm not going to do it again. I pinky promise. I just want to share information, with people. I really feel like the internet is a wonderful, wonderful place. And at times, yes, it has been and will probably continue to be used for not so nice things. But, if we all have great intentions and share the knowledge that we're accruing, what a great place the internet is to be. Particularly YouTube. YouTube is a place where we've wanted to spend more time, put content out onto for years, dare I say. So yeah, we're a little bit late to the party, but here's our best efforts right now. Okay, let's do one more set of these IM tugs. 6, standard 6 pinch. Good. Definitely just going to go straight in with a tuck on this one. It's funny how much easier this feels after doing just a single rep on a number 2. I'm sure for any, exercise scientists, you'd be able to tell me the exact reasons for that. I'm sure it's something to do with, the nervous system, being fired up in a particular way. So one of our eldest sons has his salon out in the front garden. So he had, a building, put together, and a concrete pad, etc. So he runs his business out at the front. So if you can hear any sort of laughing and talking and things like that at the moment, it's because he's got some customers out there. It's really nice. It's nice having the boys have their businesses, in the same space that we have ours. Okay, so that's the IM Tug 3 done with. That's the 2 sets. So we've just got 3 sets of singles to do, and then a little bit of fingering to get on with. Okay, let's do a single on this number 2. Good. Okay, 2 more sets of singles. I'm actually going to set up the twist your wrist whilst I'm waiting in between these sets. What weight shall I start on? Let's have a feel. I'm going to start with a 5 kilo weight. So I've just got me these to sort of go with, what are they? Body power. So you literally just pass the clip, you know, underneath, clip it onto the other side of the wire. Simple as that. And away it goes. Oh, try my face. There you go. Come down to the ground with me. I'm only going to do 2 sets on the twist your wrist. But I'll talk you through that once, once I get to it. How long have I been recording for now? 34 minutes. 34 minutes. You know, I think one of the videos that I put out was like 41 minutes. I don't know whether people have been watching it all, or skipping it, or whatever, or jumping off. Again, this is all the stuff you have to learn, right? When you start using YouTube properly is, you know, how are you capturing people's attention, and are they actually, you know, sticking to the video or not? Right now, I'll just be honest, just recording, and I'm just minimal edits. Because I've seen people's videos, right? Like these are gripping type videos like this specifically, of where there'll be a young guy set his phone up in his bedroom. It's 30 minutes, and you can literally see him pressing record and stepping away, and then as the video finishes, him pressing stop. He's literally not edited a thing out. And people are sitting and watching all of it, you know, and commenting and mentioning certain points in the video and putting, like, you know, the minutes and the seconds. So there are people on the internet, and I'm one of those people, that will watch, you know, something completely that's got very minimal editing inside of it, because I personally enjoy those videos more than all the zooming in and out and all that bullshit. Fuck that for a stick of chicken. I do not want to watch those videos at all. Give me a fucking headache. All right, another single. That was better. Definitely better on the left. Good. Yeah, those reps were better. I think I'd maybe just positioned the gripper just slightly off on that second set before that one. One more single on each hand, and then that is the captains of crush bits done. 2 sets on the twist your wrist, and we're there. Got 2 friends coming over. A little bit of like an unexpected visit, just for an hour, in about 30 minutes time. Really excited to see them too. The chap who's bringing his now fiance over, actually, you know, works with us right now. He's such a lovely bloke. All the guys and girls that we work with are super lovely. But he actually doesn't live that far away in the grand schemes of the UK. Lives in Manchester, and then they're over this way, you know, to the East Coast, I think, visiting family, and sort of said, should we drop in and see you? Fucking absolutely come and see us. So I don't know if Elaine's actually doing a bit of baking. That's what she tends to do if anybody comes to visit, is they get a whole host of baking. So everybody knows, friends, family, clients know, if they come over or we go to see them, there's a very strong expectation that Elaine is going to produce, you know, a box of goodies for people. That's how she likes to share her love. It's been a good workout, this one. You know, a bit of minor reflection. I know I've still got a rep to do and a bit of this to do, but yeah, been a productive workout. I feel like the adjusted rep range with the warm-ups and removing some of those reverse, you know, gripping in the back part, definitely beneficial. I just need to make sure I'm paying a bit more attention to my hand positioning on some of these higher rated grippers, and not even the number 2, even like the number 1, I would say, just to make sure that, you know, I don't squeeze down hard on something in the wrong position and, you know, and hurt my hand. But I also don't want to be a cautious Karen and be overthinking this stuff either. All right, I'm going to crank this last rep out. Position nicely. Squeeze down. That's good. so much more bite in my right hand. That's good. All right, I'll put my bands back at the same time. So yeah, the twist your wrist, you probably saw it. It's got the line that, you know, runs through the middle. So all I'm going to do is rotate my hands a certain way to allow the weight to go down, and then also keep rotating that same way to wind it back up again. And then I'm going to reverse the direction, because at that point the wire will be on like the opposite side, if that makes sense. So then I have to do it twice in that direction. So you end up doing 4 lengths, down, up, down, and back up again. And that'll be one set basically. So I'll see how this 5 kilo feels for this first set. If it feels really good, I'll just add a 2.5 kilos to it, just make it a little bit more difficult. If I feel like, you know, 2 sets at that weight is just going to be enough for today, I'll just do 2 and leave it alone. Oh, I can feel that's light already. This is what it looks like. Just sort of gripping, you know, gripping like this, trying to involve all the fingers. So at the minute it's rolling back towards me. I've reached the bottom. I'm just going to keep going in the same direction to wind it back up. See the weight coming up. There it is. I'm going to change direction and go forwards. Yeah, this is definitely too light. I'm actually going to put 5 kilos on for the next set. Yeah, that was nice. Still good, still a nice set. But yeah, felt more like a warm-up set, in all honesty, which is totally fine. But yeah, I think 2.5 kilos would be, I'd be being a proper cautious Karen. Yeah, so I'll just give it a minute or 2. And then that's it. This is the other little psychological game that this challenge plays, is playing on me right now, is, your hands still feel like they've got a little bit more in them. Why don't you do some more? Why don't you get the pinch blocks out? Why don't you squeeze some more things? You know, why don't you do some like nail bending, which I might do in other videos. But I need to make sure I stay strict with myself and not overcook on day 4. 42 minutes of recording, and I'd recorded a couple of little bits before this as well, so I'm going to have quite a bit of footage to get through. That's fine. I'm going to chop out a lot of the bits where I'm squeezing, and I'm actually not talking on a lot of the footage as well. Maybe for the more experienced, you tell me you just have to be a little bit more ruthless and not leave everything in. So the point of the video is made, you know, with less, rather than feeling like you have to keep everything in. I don't know. I guess you decide as a creator as you're going through this stuff, right? You know, if your style of editing is just like, I just hit record and everything stays in, so be it. And if your editing style and your creation style is, you know, like there's literally not even breaths left inside the edit, and that's your style. I'm really looking forward to doing the, you know, the business, the more of the business videos. I have got some on the channel already, but the way they were edited, I didn't edit those. They're a bit zooming in and out and a bit choppy, and I think that's what made me lose interest with following through and wanting to do, you know, to do more of them. So instead, I'll just self-record and self-edit, make it super simple for the time being. Right, let's do this last set. And then I can get to ice bathing and fooding. So yeah, again, twisting back on the way down. Just now reach the bottom. I'll carry on twisting the same direction. Ooh, this is much spicier. Yeah, this is better. Oh, fuck a duck. Other direction. Yeah, definitely don't need to do another set of these. This is good. Just to let my hands know. I'm still doing this shit. I'm still doing it. You fucking desk jockey. Oh yeah, that's definitely enough. Good. Woo! Spicy McSpicerson. All done. Hands exercised. Feeling thoroughly pumped. Oh, look at the forearm. God damn it. I can never get my forearm in. Look at that. Ugh. Ugh. Oh, spicy. Let's see what's going on out here. She's making jam.
I've made jam.
You've made jam. Cool.
8 jars.
8 jars of jam.
I'm
Gonna spin it around. Oh, it's very wide angle. You're in the shot there.
Okay.
It's all right. Now you're not in the shot. 8 jars of jam. What type of jam is it?
Plum.
Plum jam. Plum jam.
Bucket full of plums still.
Yeah, I said in one of the other videos, your mum and dad have, is it someone in their village that has plum trees? Bountiful amounts of plums.
Loads more to come.
Yeah, so we've already had 2 buckets worth. And you gave some away to next door, didn't you? Yeah. Anyway, that's enough about plum jam. That's the Rich's little wild tangents. That's the gripping workout done. I'm just going to go an ice bath now, as you've seen in one of the other videos. Nothing out of the ordinary. Grab a bit of food and wait for our friends to arrive. But thanks for tuning in today. And if you're sort of watching these back to back, you know, thanks for sticking around. Thanks for listening. And one of the things I'm forgetting to ask you guys is to like it. If you're not subscribed, hit subscribe, because I'm going to be doing loads more videos. Maybe you can learn a thing or two from what I'm doing. You know, there's stuff down in the description around all the workouts that I'm doing right now. And yeah, maybe you can look forward to some of the business videos that I'm going to do as well. But yeah, like, subscribe, leave a little comment or something like that. Just come and interact. Don't be one of those people that just watches a bunch of videos and then never interacts if they find something funny, valuable, or as I've said a few times, you know, if you want to come and troll me, that's totally cool too. All right, see you soon.